Welcome to Morai FC. It is what it is. Guys, we're gonna make this Kimono Dashiki very simple and easy. This is a full tutorial from A to Z. There's no part 1 and part 2. So if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Morai FC. And if you are returning, I thank you for returning back. I will appreciate you. God bless you all. Whatever you are doing for Morai FC, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, whatever thing that you are doing for Morai FC, I will appreciate. God bless you all. So without wasting much time, let's get started. This fabric is too big, so I'm going to use this piece of fabric to show you how I folded the white fabric. So you need to fold it this way. You see the way I'm folding it. This is how it's supposed to be folded. Then this part is the neck and the shoulder and the sleeve part. That's where it's going to be. Then you have to fold it this way again. You see, it's like we want to cut the full flare. You know, like we want to cut the full flare. So this part is where the neck, the shoulder and the sleeve, and this part is the center seam, and the opening bottom is the bottom side of it. So this is how the folding have to be. I'm going to refold it again for you to see. The reason why I use this fabric is because the material that I'm using, the fabric I'm using, too big to be open and be closing. It's going to cover the camera. So the most important one that you have to pay attention, we are going to deal with the pleat. The pleat, you need to use the shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement, you divide the person's shoulder measurement by 2 plus ½ inch. Do you understand? So the shoulder that I'm using right now is 19 divided by 2 plus ½ inch. That will give me 9.5 inches. So then you mark your 9.5 inches. So now that you have known where your 9.5 inch, the shoulder of that person ends, that part will determine you where you want to place your pleat. So you have to be between your shoulder, in between the shoulder. You have to be in between it. So it determines, like right now, I'm determining where I want my pleat to fall. So you can divide it, the 9.5. You can still divide it by 2 to let your pleat fall on that part and that side, or you can let it be more than that, closer to the sleeve, closer to the end of the shoulder. Then you form your pleat. Do you understand? And the pleat also, it varies. You can make it 2 inches, you can make it 3 inches. So if I'm making it 3 inches, that will be 6 inches. If I'm making it 2 inches, I'll fold it 4 inches. That is how the pleat have to be. So here I want my pleat to be 3 inches. So I have to fold 3 inches. So 3 inches will give me 4 inches. So from the center back of the person to the sleeve is 26. So plus 6 inches for pleat and 3 allowance for the folding of the sleeve. The chest is 44 divided by 4 and the length is 45. So these are the measurements that I'm using right now. So after determining where you want your pleat to fall, then you mark that point. You mark that part. Then you decided to keep on marking it from the top to the bottom. Some may decide to divide their shoulders into 2. You know, we have 19.5. And 19 we divided by 2 plus half, that will give you 9.5. Then you divide the 9.5 into 2. Divide into 2. That was where you want your pleat to form. And the pleat, it can be 2, 3. 1 inch is 2 is 4 inches. 1 is 3 is 6 inches. So you fold it, you hold both of them, then you fold it like the way I'm folding it. Very simple and easy. But you make sure that you pin it like the way I'm pinning it, so that it hold both of them together to give you the accurate work done. Because we folded the thing like into 4, so it have to be well arranged. So you can see that I'm checking to make sure that I have a straight line and all the measurements are equal. So you take your time, don't rush. Pin it when necessary. I have pinned it. I advise you to pin it. You understand? So after folding this way, now I can deal with the chest. The chest is 42 divided by 4 plus 5 inches for loosing. You know, this kind of fit is loosing fit. Do you understand? You add 5 inches or 6 inches. It depends how loose the person wants it to be. Do you understand? So the person chest, then you add extra 5 or 6 inches to it. To get that fully So the armhole, I'm going to mark 12 inches or 11 inches. You mark 11 inches or 12 inches because we're going to sew at that part. Remember, when you divide your shoulders into two, that will give you the armhole. So the armhole, I'm using 10 inches. I'm going to add 2 inches. That will give you 12 inches. So these are the 12 inches line that I've just drew right now. If you are new to the channel, do a subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Morai FC. It is what it is, guys. Show love, show love. Give me a thumbs up, like, share. Tell a friend about Morai FC. So this is the opening of the sleeve. The opening, you can reduce it a little bit. You measure the person, then you blend it in, just like the way I'm blending it in. Then you give your curve over here. Then you give it straight. So we're gonna cut. So we're gonna have something like this. So simple and easy. I'm making a notch here for the neck side. So I'm going to mark 2.5 inches for the neck. Here for the back, you can decide to go in by a quarter of an inch, or you can decide to leave it straight like that, because we're going to sew, and that sew will reduce some minutes, some inches from it. So from here, you check the person measurement, the person neck measurement. You check it. I have 2 different videos on how to cut a Senator tap neck. So when you follow the same procedure, you can see that you can able to cut this neck. So simple and easy. The calculation is there. So you first, like I said, you can measure quarter of an inch or less than even quarter of an inch for the back. Do you understand? So when you open it, you first cut the back neck first before you flip it like the way I'm flipping it right now. Then I'm gonna cut the front neck. You make sure that you arrange it very nicely. Because we are going to put a placket in front, you can decide to pop the neck if you want, or you can decide to do a turnover of the neck. So these are the 2 ways that you can do for the neck. To understand. So we have a lines here. You can see these lines. You can see this is a center seam where the pleat is going to form, and the placket is going to fall, and we have a lines where our pleat is going to form. So we're going to refold at that part. Remember, we folded it and we ironed it. It has given us a crease lines over there for the shoulder side. You can see this crease line. These are the pleats. So you just have to hold this part. You start from the bottom.
We are working on the right side of the fabric, not on the wrong side of the fabric, because the pleat is on the right side of the fabric, not inside. Not inside. So you just have to fold the way I'm folding it, and as you are folding it as well, you can be folding it and be pinning it as well. Just look the way I'm doing it, and it's going to be simple and easy for you. You're going to get the perfect work done. Just take your time. There's no rushing. You just have to follow the crease line and just fold, because we folded that part and we ironed it, so it has provided us with the crease line. So we just have to just keep on going, and we just iron it to hold it down. If you are new to the channel, do well subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend about more IFC. It is what it is, guys. Show love, support, share, ask question. If you want to compliment, do compliment. If you want to compliment, and comment. So we're gonna do the same thing to this side.
Yeah, hello.
So when I do it this way, when you pin it, it becomes so simple. So when I hold it this way, I just place it back. You're gonna see that the pleat has already been formed and the work is done. So when you do it this way, you are checking and see that everything is perfect. So if they are not perfect, you just have to rearrange it and trim some part off if you're not getting it perfect done. After that, you just have to pin the side by side as well. You can see that I'm pinning it. It's important that you pin it to make your work very simple and easy to get a perfect work done. Just iron it, simple and easy. When you fold it this way, you should get what you want. You can see that after we fold, everything lies perfectly, so nice. Then you check your measurement, you check everything and see that everything is correct. So I'm going to reopen it. As you see, you just have to open it back. Since you have checked everything is right, everything is correct, everything is good. We just have to open it. So this is the wrong side of the fabric. This is the wrong side of the fabric. You just have to put your hemming gum or gum stay inside. You can decide to sew it, or you can decide to put gum stay in there. You just have to hold the pleat, then you sew. You're going to see that you're going to give you a crease line over there. Then you just have to follow the crease line, and you just have to sew it together on top of it. Just so that, or you can put your gum stay on it like that. So after putting your gum stay, you can see that everything is hold tightly. So now you can take off all the pins inside. You can see you have stuff like that. Like I say, after putting your gum stay, when you flip it like this crease line that you see, you can sew at that crease line. Are you seeing this line? You can sew at this line just to hold it down. You can sew at that line to hold it down. You can decide to leave it this way, or you want to so you can leave it this way, or you can hold it this way. When you hold it like this, you flip it this way, you're gonna see that there's a crease line over there. This crease line, this line, then you sew on top if you want to. You sew on top if you want to. But I advise you to sew on top. I advise you to sew on top, okay? Because the gum stay has a expiring date. The more you wash, it keep on fading away. So that part is going to be open. So you just have to top stitch, sew that part so that you hold that part firmly. So if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share, tell a friend about more IFC areas over it, so you can see the pleat has formed. So you can decide to leave it this way, you continue whatever you're doing, or decide to continue to the other part of it, like this part that you see, that small pleat that you see over there. We're going to do that one as well. We're going to do that one. So this is how it's been done. You need to finish that part. So now we need to check our shoulder measurement again. You fold it into two like this one, then you check your shoulder measurement again. So the person's shoulder was 19 divided by 2, then you add a ½ inch. So this is the shoulder. This is where the person's shoulder lies. So you just have to measure how you want that pleat to fall. How you want it to be falling. You just have to check from the shoulder. So if you look at it, so you determine how you want it to fall from the shoulder, what you want it to end. Do you understand? So knowing the shoulder, where the shoulder ends, will give you exactly the amount that you want it to be longer away from the shoulder. So you mark it this way. So that is where it have to be. So after getting that part, then you have to measure it from inside the pleat. From inside the pleat, you can see this line. You just measure it from there to where you want it to end. So this will give you the length of the pleat, because you're going to substitute the pleat. There's a way of cutting it. So if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share, tell a friend about more IFC. So you measure the length of it. You measure the length. You can see these are the two measurements that you need, and the length what you want. It have to be below your armhole. It have to be below your armhole. So these are the two measurements that you need to creating that small piece over there. So like I said, you can decide to pop the neck, or you can decide to do a turnover. When doing this turnover, you just have to measure from the back and the front together, because we want to substitute this one in. You have to cut it both together. So cutting of the small thing on the sleeve side, sorry for that, my phone didn't record that part when I was recording. It didn't record, so I'm going to use this fabric to demonstrate the way you want to cut that part. You know, the small one that is on the sleeve side, the small pleat. I'm going to use this to demonstrate how to cut it. You know, you just have to fold it this way. So this have to give you the measurement that you got. This is where it's gonna end, like this one. Then you just curve it this way. Sorry again, my phone didn't record that part, so I'm using this fabric to demonstrate the small piece that you see over there. This is how it's being cut. Just have to shape it this way. So I give it a small curve of this part. Just give it a small curve, like the way you see. Give it a curve over here. It's very important. That curve is very important. Then you trim it this way. So you can cut the same thing if you have a lot of fabric. You can cut the same, like you cut 4 of these. If you have a fabric, you cut 4 of these. If you don't have a fabric, just have to cut 2. Then you have to cut it folding. So I'm just cutting the folding of the pleat, you know, for the turnover of it. Do you understand? Like I said, if you have a lot of fabric, you just have to cut the same piece like 4 times. Cut the same piece like 4 times if you have a lot of fabric. But if you don't have a lot of fabric, you just have to, you want to manage your fabric, you just have to cut it this way. But I advise you that if you have a lot of fabric, again, cut it 4 times. Ignore the small piece and cut the one I'm holding right now. You cut it 4 times. Do you understand? So that it makes the work very nice and beautiful. So when I place it this way like this, so this is how it's going to be. Then I'm going to place this one like this. When you do this way, you have to do top stitch. But when you cut it 4, there's no need of doing top stitching. Do you understand? You just have to sew around it, then you flip it, then you are ready to go. You know, but when you cut this small piece that I'm cutting, because we don't have a lot of fabric, So after that, we're going to place it this way. You understand? You place it this way, then you sew. So that's why I was saying that if you cut it 4 times, you're going to use one to just sew at the top, then you flip it over. That's it. And if you don't have it, you just have to do what I'm doing right now. If you have a shortage of fabric, this is how you want to manage the fabric. Do you understand? Then you make a notch, then after that you flip it like this. Then you put your hemming gum inside. That's it, or your top stitch. So you're going to give you something like this. So I do this thing for you guys because my phone didn't record this part, so I just have to get another fabric, then I'll just do this part for you. You can see this curve is very important. This curve is going to point. So this is how we're going to substitute this one inside where the pleat is. So because of the curve, when you force it, it will give you that shape. Do you understand? Because of that curve that we did over there, when you sew it, that will give it that curve of breaking. It fall on your shoulder because of this small curve that we did over there. Because we're going to try to sew that part straight away. Straight line. I'm going to demonstrate that for you to see how it's been done. So this is the neck. So you place it at the right side facing right side. Just have to place it, then you pin it, then you sew around it, then you flip it, you iron it. If you are new channel, do a subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. Then you make notch all around it all. I just have to make a notch around it. Then you pull all of them to the wrong side. What I'm doing right now is option. You can decide to do this, you can decide not to do that. You just have to go to the iron board, then you just sew, you iron it, and that's it. So I'm going to open that part, then I'll put this one inside. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. You will see I'm going to open the pleat where the gum say is, then I'm going to put this one inside. So let me go to the iron to the board so that I'll do that for you to see. I hope you understood what I mean. I'm going to iron it, but I'll open this part. I'm going to open this part, then I'm going to put this part inside. You understand? Both sides. You're going to see how that part is going to look. You see, I've done it. You can see, obviously, that part, how that part look. After that, you just have to iron it. So it's going to give you something beautiful like this. From here, then you fix your pleat and your placket. I have several videos how to fix a placket. And you just have to fix your placket the normal way that we fix our placket. You just have to follow the same process. I have different style and design on a placket. That's why I'm going fast here, because I have different tutorial on plackets, different style. Check on my videos, go in Morai FC and check in the videos. When you go into Morai FC and check in the videos, you're going to see that I have a lot of placket tutorial there. That is why I'm going fast here. So we're done with the placket. It's time to put the other design. This one, you see, this is how it looks like. I was not having a lot of fabric on that part, so I'm checking if my phone is still recording. So you can see, like I told you, I don't have a lot of fabric. I would have cut this one 4 times so that it goes in. So this is how it's going to be. Give it its curve, and this one I did not curve that part. I'm going to blend that one in. I'm going to curve it for you to see. So you can see this part is straight, so I'll cut that part. Don't cut it straight like this. Let me check if my phone is still recording. So I'm going to fold this part to provide the curve. You can cut it out. You can see the other design that I did for demonstration, I cut that part out. So this one, you can decide to cut it, or you can decide to fold this part like this to bring out the shape at that point. That shape is very important. So I'm just going to cut. So like I was saying, this curve is very important, so you need to provide that curve if you want it to give you that effect of the curve that you see. So you need to give it that curve so that you get that effect of that part that you see shown. So this is the center and the shoulder line. You can see this is the shoulder line. So you fold this one also into two, and this one also is the shoulder line of that one. You put it inside like this. You can decide to fold ½ inch before putting this one in, or you can decide to just fix it like that. I folded ½ inch inward. So you can see when I place it this way, you can see that there's a space over there because of the curve. So I'm going to drag the curve inside. I'm going to drag it. You can see there's a curve over here. So I'm going to push it so that I follow that crease line that you see over there. Exactly at the crease line. You know, I did it without cutting the curve. You know, you can see that I'm just removing some thread inside. So after finishing, it didn't give me that curve that I want. You know, it doesn't give me that curve that I want. That's why I say the curve is very important. You know, after making that curve, just have to blend it in. Force it. You have to be a straight line. It's like there's a curve, but you want a straight line. So I just made a straight line over there. Follow the same crease line. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side. If you are new to channel, do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. After that, you just have to join the sleeve and you continue on with the rest. It's Mora FC. It is what it is. Thank you guys. I will appreciate your time. I will appreciate you for learning. If you have a question, you can ask a question. If something bothering you, just have to ask, comment, like, share, tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. So you just have to do it like that, and you join the side by side. Then we are done. Thank you. God bless you all. Mora FC. It is what it is.